Hello, everyone. It is Darren the Esquire, creator of YouTunes. I'm here with Laddie, Ivan Animated, and 8-Bit, and welcome to the first episode of our kindergarten podcast, aka The Classroom.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm crying. I'm crying right now.
Why are you crying? Because that intro is like so amazing, right? I know.
No, because I
That's
just want to
great.
kill myself.
Thanks, Laddie. Thanks, Laddie.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
So, yeah. Okay, great. Everyone's here. Let's get to some questions.
Yeah. So
Question.
we on the fan Discord that we created for the kindergarten, we asked some questions, and this is what we got.
All right. What books or videos would you suggest to help us become better at animation?
Who wants to go first with this?
You can go.
Okay. So I think that some of the best things that I watch personally, I watch a lot of hang on, let me get his name up. It's like Howard, how do you pronounce it? Okay, well,
Howard.
while I'm looking that up, I know that the book, The Animator Survival Kit, it was made by a person that animated for do you guys know?
I think he was studied under Don Bluth, and he worked for Disney, and he's like all these like big famous cartoons. His book was really good. It has like all
Yeah.
these different kinds of walk
Oh, yeah.
cycles and all these different ways to pose and draw your character. So
Definitely.
it's a good start.
Yeah.
I personally haven't purchased it yet, but I've been wanting to.
Oh yeah, no.
But I think it would be.
I read the PDF online. I don't know if that's scummy, but
Yeah. That's how I got it.
Yeah, I did that too.
but
Yeah, just look up.
Howard Wimshurst. He has really good videos on like 2D animation and stuff in Flash. And it doesn't have to be in Flash. It could be in any program. It's just what he uses. He has a lot of good stuff on sound design, movement, blurs, making things seem like, I guess, more natural and thus like from point A to B, you know? And that has really helped me out like a lot with whenever I'm doing stuff. So I definitely recommend checking his channel out. He has like 18,000 subs. I definitely think he deserves more than that. He's really good. And also like Onion Skin has a lot of cool stuff. What about you guys?
I'll go.
Just the awkward silence.
I remember when I first started animating, I just looked up how to animate on YouTube, and I found Jazza. Draw with Jazza. That's so I did that, and then I looked up just other tutorials about like how to do frame by frame, and I think it's easier if you start out doing an animatic first, or like a storyboard at least. You kind of get more of an idea of what you're gonna animate, and then it just comes. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It
Yeah.
just comes.
Yeah, because no one's gonna start animating and know exactly what to do. It's just like a lot of trial and error and seeing
Yeah.
what works for
Right.
you.
You just got to keep going at it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because there's not a
Yeah.
set way to do it really. It's just there are things that you can do that other people do to maybe make you work maybe better. But at the end of the day, doing something carbon copy like what another person does isn't really going to help you as much as you think it might.
I think using other people's stuff as like a reference is
Yeah.
not like tracing,
No,
because
no.
I did that Onion Skins video on
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Origins where he's breaking down the movement of Charizard punching towards the camera.
Oh, yeah.
I Rushlight Invader took that as a reference for his
Yeah.
Markiplier video
Yeah.
where Mark is throwing a fist, and then I kind of did that too. But not to the same level of quality as Rush. And I think that's a good way to learn too, is just
Oh, yeah,
watching
definitely.
everything frame by frame, and then not really tracing it, but kind of just mimicking the perspective and
Yeah.
the
understanding
Yeah.
the
detail.
movements
Yeah,
and stuff and the timing.
yeah,
And
exactly.
another one thing that I do is whenever I if I'm trying to do a movement or something complex, I literally go and I grab a camera and I film myself doing
Yes.
it, and then I just watch it each like I put it in some kind of like viewer, and then I watch each individual frame, and like I see the timing between like how many frames it took for my like say my hand to get to this point to that point and stuff like that. And like in watching that frame by frame, it shows just how much your body moves even while like idle and like when you think you're not moving.
Yeah.
So like after each motion, your body's not just gonna stop after that motion. It's gonna move a little more and then a little more.
Yeah, the follow
It
through.
didn't stop. Yeah.
I do that with lip syncing. I'll actually mouth the words
Oh yeah.
myself, and then I'll just be like,
I
okay,
gotta
so
do
you kind
that.
of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought that was like that. Everyone did that.
Yeah,
Like,
like when
I
I
hope.
draw and I'm trying to do a pose, I do the pose myself, and I'm like, yeah, that's how that
or, like,
works.
You
making
guys-
certain facial expressions and whatnot.
If
You have
someone
no
said
idea.
if someone set a camera in like an animator's room, they would just look like a madman. Like they would just look crazy.
Like if
When
you
I-
guys go through my my gallery on my phone, it's just different perspective shots of me
Yeah.
like pointing. and,
Same.
Like a lot of
Like, oh, how do I draw this?
a lot of bad selfies from me trying to get like perspective. Like I'm not
Yeah.
trying to look good. I'm like in my underwear, just like, all right, this is how this needs to look.
It's kind of funny when I like draw facial expressions. I find myself making the facial expressions,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
I think that's a
and
lot
then
of.
I like realize I'm like, oh, why am I doing this?
Yeah, with me, in terms of animating, I had first gotten Flash, and then basically it's the people you guys were watching. It was like Joro Jazza, Onion Skin, and Jesse Jones.
I don't know who that
Because he's pretty cool. He has like a happy
Yeah,
perky voice.
he's the guy that's like,
Yeah.
I watched him for Toon Boom.
Yeah. He's like, all right. So,
So now
I mean,
we're
that's the
roasting
best
people.
way I can imitate it. But like when I'm going into a new program, like I'm really stupid. So like I needed a lot of help, and they really helped me out. So shouts out to them.
Yeah,
Shout-
got you.
shouts
Dude.
out to- yeah. And I feel like because we're bringing up all of the stuff that we use to like animate and stuff, like I feel like we should bring up like what programs and stuff we use, because I feel like people want to ask us that.
Definitely.
Oh,
A
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people out there that want to start animating. Like I know Burrito Shake, really cool comic artist, really cool guy. And if you watch this, hey, I think he said during the summer he wants to start, but that he needs to learn a program before that. So there's a lot of different things you could do.
I think Flash was the easiest for me to learn because it's like it's pretty straightforward. You just got to learn what each button does and the
like-
shortcuts.
it's like the vanilla of like animation programs.
Yeah, and then like I
Yeah.
moved on to Toon Boom, and I'm like, I'm not going back. But
same.
Wow, I use Windows Movie Maker.
Oh, wow.
Oh shoot! I actually use
PowerPoint?
MS Paint.
same.
Paint.net,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
basic stuff.
But so the way I learned was actually by watching a lot of Oni NG or Chris O'Neill. He has a lot of really helpful tutorials that aren't like they're not only helpful but they're like really funny to watch.
Yeah, he's
like,
hilarious.
his
Oh, yeah.
his tweeting tutorial. Like the way I learned how to tweet is I watched him draw a rabbit bouncing in and out of an asshole.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah,
I was like-
I saw that.
And I was like, oh man, I'm learning, but also I'm enjoying it. And
Yeah, that
it's the
was
same with how to export and then like how to add music. Like I think his animation was him drawing two guys and one guy was calling the other I'm gonna say it. He was calling him a faggot,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know. It was just really funny, and I
Yeah.
just loved it.
So do you want to move on to another question?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Is there a meaning behind the name The Kindergarten?
Ooh, can I do this one?
Maddie, you do, yeah. You should say it.
So we made the group in like September, and originally it was just like me, Darren, Alice, Ivan, Ginger Pale, and Corey, I think,
yeah,
and
it was
Jack.
us. Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
we were a small group.
yeah, really small. And I don't know what, but we realized that like we were all older than like Yak and stuff, but we were still like really new and had to learn a lot. So we were like pretty much like it's pretty much we're the kindergarten, as in like we're still learning, but then we added for senior citizens because we're old. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. That's kind of like the joke behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but like the full name is the Animators Kindergarten for Senior Citizens, but like that doesn't really
Yeah.
roll off the tongue very well, so we just go with the kindergarten.
Yeah.
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 That's
I
what
think,
people know us by.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Alice came up with a name, and then I added for senior citizens, and it just stuck.
Yeah. And look,
Yeah.
look at us now.
Yeah.
Good
Podcast.
stuff.
Yeah. Let's see.
And now we're
19 people
pretty. Yeah, yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
Pretty weird. Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
There's too many. We need a mass genocide just
Oh,
to
yeah.
shrink our numbers again.
Oh
We
yeah.
need a new plague. Yeah.
I actually got kicked out of art school, and I'm feeling like I need to eradicate a race.
Oh,
Let's hope everybody gets that.
Oh God, I'd be sad if like people don't get that. That's history. Yeah, that's a pretty quick answer.
like
So,
when
do you
I
guys
was like
wanna
telling
move
it, I was
on?
like, "Oh,
Yeah,
the story
sure.
is actually not as cool as I thought it was."
That's all good.
No, it's great.
Oh,
it
yeah.
answers a pretty good question.
Yeah.
honestly.
A lot of people don't know it, so I think it needed to be said.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we have a bunch of music questions.
Mm.
Okay. So Joe asked for Ivan and I. He said, "When's the band channel coming out?" So
Oh,
if you guys don't know, me and Ivan, Tabs, let's see, and our drummer, the anime drummer, and some other people, we have a band, like an internet band, where we plan on doing like anime covers and just kind of nerdy geek culture type songs. And yeah, so that's gonna be a thing. We're still recording the first cover. It's going good though. It's definitely going good. And once we do that, I think we plan on or Ivan, did we decide on if we're going to animate it and then release that, or if we're just gonna release the cover and then animate it and release that?
we're gonna release the other song, and then sometime down the line it would come with an animated music video, just because
Okay, yeah.
making the video is gonna take a long time, and
Yeah, we just have like some artwork for the first video,
yeah.
and then we can get around to animating it. And like honestly, we don't have to animate every song. Like, I feel like
No, of course.
you know, just the ones that we think deserve it. But yeah.
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 So there you go,
Makes
Joe.
Yeah.
I hope you're the only one looking forward to this channel. So
I'm looking
There you
I
go,
know
buddy.
I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Definitely.
one of the
definitely.
topics we have is what motivated us to start our channels, and I feel like that's a pretty interesting topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Who would like to start?
Aaron, I feel like
Me?
you haven't
Okay.
spoken
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right, so
Dang.
pick me anyway.
Whatever.
This is gonna sound basic, right? Because the majority
Basic.
of the anime that I know today started off with these same people. But I was kind of inspired, not because oh wow this stuff is like great. Well, this stuff is great. Let's get that straight. This stuff is great. But I was more like, hey, I can do that a lot better. That's how I started. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
what a cocky.
yeah. I mean, I know it was all right. It was all right. But hey, I'm here.
And then
okay,
reality happened.
right. But anyway,
And then you realize your
All right.
content is garbage.
I deserve that. Okay, so the animators or like YouTubers that motivated me were Swoozy, Domix, and The Odds Went Out. Those were the three. And I saw them more as, hey, their stuff is really good, but like I feel like if I really try hard enough, I can do better.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's
Did you, Darren?
well, I'm getting there. It's a process, Ivan. It's a process. Anyways, anybody else?
Okay. Oh, do you want to go,
You
Laddie?
can go.
Okay. So what motivated me was like I grew up in the Newgrounds generation. Like when I was a kid, we had dial-up, and my day would consist of RuneScape and going on Newgrounds and watching early Ego Raptor and
Yes.
Legendary Frog and all these other Flash animators. And I've always been interested in drawing and animating. So I was like, oh, if these people can do it, why can't I do it? So I did it. I bootlegged Flash. I think it was Macromedia. Like,
Oh.
yeah, when I was like 12.
Right.
I bootlegged it, or like I pirated it, and I tried animating, and I sucked, and I hated it, and I rage quitted because I didn't have the patience for it. So then years later, I think like a year ago, I was like watching YouTube, and I got it recommended from Domix, and it was his butts video, and I was like, whoa,
Oh yeah.
this is really funny. So I binge watched all his videos, and I ended up coming across his Draw My Life, which is where he was talking about how he was a kid from the Philippines, and his parents didn't not support his art, but they didn't want him to go to school for it, so they made him choose something else. And I was like, wow, this is really relatable. This is my exact story. And I was watching that, and I was like, wow, look how successful he is. Maybe I could do that. And that's what motivated me. So I bootlegged Flash again, and this time took the time to learn it. And it did take a while. I haven't been animating for a long time, and I'm not exactly that skilled at it. A lot of my movements are still janky, but I feel like I'm getting there.
Your stuff was good,
and-
Ivan.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
We're also
But
learning.
that's what motivated me. Basically, it was just that video. It was his Draw My Life, because it just really it really resonated with me.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
so that's me.
That's
You want to
cool.
go, Laddie?
Okay. Well, I kind of when I first started making videos, it didn't start out with animating. I used to like when I was 12, I was a big like Club Penguin nerd, and there's this thing that you could do called like Club Penguin music videos or whatever. And,
Oh my.
and all it was you were like typing out the lyrics and timing them
Aw.
perfectly.
Aw.
But like also you edited them to make them look cool. And so like
That's adorable.
I did that until I was like 15,
my
but with
God.
a different game.
Like, were you in high school?
Just 3 years of straight savagery.
I was like freshman year of high school.
Okay, legit though, I can't even get mad. That's dedication.
That is dedication.
And then I stopped after that. And then
You're a
I got
liar.
into
Oh, you still do it.
I still do it.
Secretly.
Low key. But where was I going? After that I got into My Little Pony.
Oh my
like,
God.
the brony yeah,
It doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get better. No, it doesn't.
it doesn't. And the fandom, believe it or not, has a lot of really cool animations. And I was like, I could do that. That would be awesome. And so like I probably a year ago I bootlegged Flash. No, almost 2 years ago now. I bootlegged Flash and
Okay.
yeah. And I learned from Jazza, and the first thing I animated was a horrible like stick figure frame by frame walking across the screen and waving. And then after that I was like, that was hard, and then I just stopped. And then in like 2016 in I think July, I was house sitting and dog sitting for a friend of mine, and I was so bored, so I watched YouTube like all day, and I stumbled across like I was watching Jack's films, and I saw in my recommendeds The Odd Ones Out, like how he met
yeah.
Jack's films or whatever.
That's how
And I was like, oh
James too.
yeah. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then like in his like recommendations, I think I saw Jaden, or he did a collab with Jaden or something, and I was like, oh, she's way cooler.
Damn.
And so I was like, oh man, this is like awesome. And then she had that like VidCon vlog or whatever. I really liked that too, and I was like, I want to be that, and I want to do that. So I reinstalled Flash after deleting it, and I just started drawing out different like styles that I wanted to animate in, and I like did some practice animations. I didn't start like actually posting anything until August, my like a couple days after my birthday. It took like a month to like be confident with like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
this is how I'm gonna animate. Yeah.
You are
And then I put in
accurate.
and then I put in some editing into it because I knew editing from, making Club Penguin videos. And so and that's how that got started.
Yeah. So for me, okay, before I start though, I just want to bring it back to what Ivan was talking about, Newgrounds. Do any of you remember Madness Day?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure people still remember that because I used to like be in love with that. Is like
That was the most violent thing.
I think that's like what warped a lot of my humor. Oh God. Okay. So I actually really got into animation whenever I started watching Monty Oom stuff. He was a really amazing like 3D animator for Rooster Teeth, and he passed away. Let's see, I could look it up.
Wait, wasn't he one of the creators of?
He created Ruby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. He was the creator of Ruby, and he died back in 2015 in the hospital. And I think whenever he died, that kind of like really struck a chord with me, and like I wanted to I don't know. It was just kind of a thing where like I admired his stuff, so I wanted to kind of do the same stuff. So I started out kind of with 3D animated stuff. It wasn't good. It wasn't. But I did have a lot of fun making 3D models. But and I've never actually really been into 3D animation that much. Like I couldn't really get into a lot of it. So I've always really preferred 2D, but I was just like, but that's so much work. So it was a couple of years ago, like, you know, I tried and failed and gave up and rage quit, like, you know, some of y'all have said. But
Yeah.
let's see. A little over 4 months ago, I posted the first video to my channel. I was doing stuff before that, but nothing really on the internet, you know. So it was a lot of mostly Monty, kind of like, you know, me wanting to live up to that because I think he was a great man, and you know, he inspired me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for why I started. I mean, also I had known about like Domix for a long time, and then I found James and Jaden, but of course they kind of like pushed me. But I do say that my main motivation was Monty.
That's
You know,
cool.
it's kind of cool too because Domix like inadvertently helped birth this what seems to be like a new genre of animation.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
a lot of people are like a lot of these old timey animators like Ross and Rice Pirate and Eager Raptor.
Yeah.
They moved on because they said that the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor animations anymore. But I think it's
they're
not
fixing
that
it.
it doesn't. Yeah,
Or
it doesn't really.
Not YouTube, but
No, yeah, VidMe. But like, I think it's less about the algorithm not favoring animations and more about them adapting because
Yeah.
animations are still being made. In fact, I think there's more now. It's just that their type of cartoon or animation
just
was
takes
a lot
long.
different. Like it's a lot more detailed. It
Yeah,
takes a lot
yeah.
longer. Like
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
going for
Mhm,
like
yeah.
studio quality, high quality, like non-independent. Like they wanted it to look like it was made by like a studio, and that's
Yeah.
why it wasn't favoring them. But now you have people like Domix who just makes everything black and white and just
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
everything move
And
just
it-
a little bit.
It still looks really good, but like
It does.
like,
Yeah.
he still puts a lot of effort into his videos, but it's not like
You can tell that.
full
Yeah.
like full backgrounds and stuff, and like
No,
you know,
it's
like,
not.
crazy stuff. And even whenever he does, he gets other people to help him, and like he credits them because he's like a really cool guy. And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
Jom, Flash Jom does a lot of amazing like fighting type animations and stuff
For a
and,
lot of animators.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
just,
yeah.
Yeah, as like while the algorithm still doesn't really favor animation, I think it's more of just adapting to it. Like maybe you don't have to make everything look super detailed, and you can just make it look kind of simple, and it
Yeah.
still works. People like look at that. Like people still like Domix and Jaden and Tony and all this stuff is like if you look at it, it's good, but it's actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I was
So-
making, like when I make my videos, like at least for me, I wanted like a kind of a mix between like how the old animators do it and how the new ones do. Like I want mine to be like a lot more detailed. So like that's why I put color and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then it's not also as complex as the old ones do it.
Mhm.
So like that's how I do it.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
that's our stance on
Good conversation.
So I know me and Corey talked about like, you know, what we do outside of YouTube. What do you and Darren and Laddie, what do you guys do outside YouTube?
You should go first, Darren.
I go to school.
All right, can you do something? Can you say something interesting, Darren?
Please stop being
Well,
I
useless.
climb the mountains of
do you
Mount
do, Darren?
Rushmore
What
every
are your
day,
hobbies?
and
Yeah.
Dude, I just go to. All right, so I go.
What?
You
what?
got cut off, Darren.
Shitty internet.
Darren,
Darren, did Darren just leave?
Just go to the thing.
Hold on.
did he like
Laddie,
just cough and then leave?
Laddie, how about
Okay,
you
I guess
do?
me. All right. Outside of animating, I do commissions. I draw a lot. I hardly do YouTube like now because I'm trying to like improve on my art and stuff and actually like make some money to save up for college and a Cintiq and stuff. But otherwise, I'm just staying at home this year, taking care of like my sister and around the house and stuff. So yeah, and I talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Pretty lame talking to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're so
I should
bad.
just stop.
Darren just dropped the conversation
Yeah.
altogether.
because he got so bored.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm too good for these people.
Okay. I am actually still in high school, almost done. Thank fucking God. I, in my free time, besides music and drawing and animating and all that, and trying to have a social life and failing, I also am really into fighting. I do boxing and MMA and stuff. That actually takes up a lot of my time. Like I spend a lot of time is devoted to training and working out and like just building your body to be better. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
I couldn't. I'm a huge pussy, and I would get scared every time I'd have a match. So I don't know how you do that, Corey. Like, God bless you.
Aw.
You are
Yeah.
like, I feel like you lose brain cells whenever you step into the ring and somebody hits you too hard.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't know how I
so-
couldn't do that.
After high school, I think I'm gonna be done.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want the long term effects. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Doesn't like football, this is like not wrestling,
Yeah,
but doesn't like football after a
concussions.
while, like, yeah,
yeah.
you get like, you lose brain cells after being like a professional football player.
There was a whole movie with Will Smith
Yeah.
who.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen
I,
that.
I never actually
Yeah.
saw it either. But I do know, like, whenever, like, I already noticed, like, some of things with me, like, you get, like, a little cauliflower ear and stuff from fighting, and you get that, it's, when you get hit on the ears too much, damage is done to your ears, and since your ears are made of cartilage, they can't heal. So the damage that is done to your ears will
Yikes.
just it will never heal. So like whenever like stuff like that happens to you, it's not really, you know, the best thing. It's not really what you want. But that's another reason why I think I'm going to, you know, kind of be done after high school. Like, I'll still like do the training and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be like entering fights anymore. Just because of that.
Yeah.
Like, I've already started to like kind of notice it. And I'm like, I don't want that, you know. So
And I've seen the pictures you've shown us, and cauliflower ear just makes your ear look like the inside of like an anus. And I feel like
welcome back.
don't get to
Darren.
that point, Corey.
Yeah.
You don't want.
Unless you
Oh,
want
Darren's
to.
back.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am back.
What the hell
What
happened?
happened? You
Too,
just
there's
died.
too much noise going on, and I didn't want it to, you know,
Oh, we didn't hear
catch
anything.
on. Yeah, but I heard it about to happen, so that's why like I come out.
You anticipated it.
He's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in mid sentence, gets up, leaves.
Yeah, I'm so used to this, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
What were you
Yeah.
saying again, Darren? What do you do?
Okay, all right.
outside of
So I go to college where I study multimedia and design and programming. So basically, I code, I edit, like video, and I animate, and that's basically my my major. So that's what I do. So like even when I'm not animating for YouTube, I'm still like practicing and whatnot for class. And right now, since it's the first semester, I'm actually a lot more advanced than most people
Oh, okay.
in class because of
Take a-
you.
Take a step back.
Shouts out to YouTube, man.
Sick.
Because it's funny because I started animating before school, so I can be like, oh, okay, so I can get everything down packed and stuff. And but then it turns out I just knew a lot more than everyone else because of that, and because of YouTube. So you know that's great. I got to help people. The professor once made me teach the class for the day. That was cool, and because he found out about my video, so yeah.
Oh, it's
So
cool.
that's all. Like that's almost my entire life outside of YouTube. Like I don't do much. School takes up
What a
bunch of my time.
nerd.
Yeah, no, dude,
Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
get it. School
Get a
sucks.
life. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
gonna
in
be
school.
I'm gonna be
No.
going to school to get my bachelor's in fine arts with emphasis in graphic design and in science. And what this it's gonna be digital filmmaking, but it's like it counts as bachelor's in science. So because I want to be a storyboard artist when I graduate, and yeah.
Yeah,
But for now, I'm just like chilling and taking it like
That's
easy.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually took a break before in between high school and college. So
Yeah.
and I really needed it.
It really like opens your eyes too, because I didn't know I wanted to be a storyboard artist like when I graduated high school. I knew I wanted to be a graphic designer, but like now I'm like it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good that you found your
Yeah.
Because like
purpose.
I feel like a lot of people do have trouble finding that, and like
Oh, yeah.
even their year off, they still don't find anything, and that's when people get stuck with like their dead end jobs, and like they become unhappy,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
and
that
they
sounds
become
like
math
me.
teachers.
If
Okay.
anyone like watching this is like about to like graduate or something, take a year off and experiment. Like you won't know
yeah.
what you want to do until you experiment with stuff.
Especially if you're not too keen of school in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You can college is a very different experience.
Yeah, just experiment.
Yeah.
Be lesbian for a day.
Yeah, you know.
yeah, no,
That's what I
no.
I love
do
being
whatever
a
you want.
lesbian. I'm a lesbian every day.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's a good transition into like, what are your guys' like long-term goals in terms of like art, or I guess in terms of YouTube and things like that? What are you guys trying to?
Man,
I know
that
Laddie
is
wants to be
a very good question.
It's a loaded
oh
question.
shoot! Like, cause I know Laddie wants to be a storyboard artist, but like, what do you want to do, Darren? Like, what do you want to do with your degree? Where are you trying to go? Dang,
First,
don't
like,
answer
all right,
at
I
once.
want to become. All right, so I want to become like I want to be a cartoonist. That's one of the things
Yeah.
that I've always wanted to do, because I've always, like, even as a child, I wanted my cartoons to be on TV,
Yeah.
and I feel like I can still do that. So that's one. The other one is becoming like a professional video editor. That's another thing that's why I feel like this major, and I feel like this major is made for me because it's a new major and like very new. So like when I joined in, like they were just promoting it on my college's website, and I was like, wow, this is like
Wow.
perfect for me.
Mm.
But yeah, it's everything that I possibly want to do all in one. And I actually want to edit. I've edited like videos and stuff for like my school, where like they had for like graduation and stuff like that. And I feel like if I get really good at that, like I can really like make a living off of it. And yeah, it's just everything is in the works basically. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Corey? Do you know? Do you have any idea of like what your long-term goal is in terms of like art or like media or things like that?
Okay. You see, first I'm gonna invade Poland.
Oh God!
No. Okay.
I think somebody beat you to it.
For real though, I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared because of just like of how things are. There is not a single college around me that it would be beneficial for me in terms of what I want to do.
Come to New York.
Okay, honestly though, that is a plan of mine if it works out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I really want to be an animator. But like I don't want to be an animator for like a huge like company or something. I don't know. I feel like Studio Yada or something like that would be more along my lines, something a little more independent, not too corporate like, even though they are still a pretty big group. But I mean, well, of course I'd like the whole YouTube thing to work out, but that's, it's like 1 in a million. Not 1 in a million, but you know what I mean. It's unlikely. But if that would work out, then I would try to do that full time. But more realistically, I would like to be an animator for a studio like Studio Yada. But like, I don't know if I want to go to college for animation and stuff, or if I should just work on getting better on my own and stuff. You know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, there's that stigma, like where I know Speechy feels this way too. It's like you don't need somebody to tell you or to teach you like how to do art. But I feel like it could refine what you already know, and not only that, but like you can also like make connections, because there's a lot of people that work in the industry who also work as professors. What is that digital buzzing? There's like a fly.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't know what that is.
Who is that?
I hear it too.
Who is that?
What is that?
Wait, is it me? Hold on,
I think
let
it's
me
you,
mute my
Larry.
mic. Was it me?
Yeah, I think.
It was
Okay.
me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all good. And maybe push to talk. I don't know.
I could do that.
Yeah. Continue, Evan. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh no.
It's stigma about.
Yeah. There's like a negative stigma towards snooty art school, I feel like. But not for everybody. It's not really a common consensus. But I feel like those who feel that way.
Or my time.
Yeah, because it is expensive. Yeah. It's really
Let's
expensive.
talk about college for a second. College is a scam. It's a scam.
Says the person.
In terms of all right. In terms of. Yeah. All right. So the stuff that you can take there are really good and stuff. But like the money, it's like. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta pay for everything, and everything is just so much money. And living in New York, one of the most expensive cities in America, having to go through that, like, I don't know. It's just a lot.
It's not only that, but art college in particular is extreme.
Yeah.
Most of them are private schools. Some of them, I think, School of Visual Arts. When I was looking up back when I was a senior in high school, and I was like, hey, I want to do art. I was looking at SVA or School of Visual Arts, and I think from what I could look this up, but I'm too lazy and I'm a loser. But one semester was around 30,000, and then for 4 years of that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also,
And the thing is, you're not even really promised. You're not really promised anything the moment you graduate. So it's like you're gonna be, because when you're leaving school, you're already gonna be in debt. So you gotta work that debt off. Probably, hopefully, not for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but here's the other side. School of Visual Arts is pretty. I wouldn't say it's like it is pretty well known, but like there's a lot of people in the industry that or have been in the industry that teach there or taught there, so you can make connections. And I know they always have like these showcases for like the students, especially in the if you're an animation major, they always showcase your stuff during their film festivals and things like that. So you can get like scouted out. So that's the other side of it.
Yeah, another problem. Like I just hear like a lot of horror stories from people that go to art colleges and then like regret it for many years after.
Yeah.
For many different reasons too. Like it's not like all like one big problem. Like the one big problem that like people go through, but like I don't know, man.
That's just college in general.
Yeah,
I
totally,
feel like
totally.
as well. Just like people feel like they wasted their time, and that's scary.
Yeah, that's my main thing. I don't know if I want to spend like years doing something like that. I feel like I would rather try to just get straight into it. Like I said, try.
Yeah. I feel like YouTube is a great start. To see to fill things out.
Here.
Yeah. You can always like be self-taught and not have to go to college and do what you want to do.
But the only problem would be getting hired based on a degree is the only thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can be very good and someone could be like good but not as good as you, but like have that degree. They're gonna pick the guy with the degree.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the studio and how like chill they are. Maybe. I mean, I haven't.
It depends on how good you are too.
Yeah.
I think a good example would be I don't know if you guys know JonTron's girlfriend. She's like from New York. Her name is Schnickles. She's a really talented artist. She used to go to art school, but then she dropped because she was sick of the professors and they're not prejudiced, but they're like pretentious attitudes towards the students. Yeah. So she dropped, and she's a really talented artist, and she didn't need them to teach her or to tell him because
Right.
she knew how to do it. And she dropped out and she's successful. She gets commissioned to do like guest comic book covers for Rick and Morty and Adventure Time.
Hmm.
And I think she's working on like who she worked. She worked with Rebecca Sugar, so she didn't need to go to college to become successful.
I mean,
And
Yeah.
I think she's a good example of that.
there's a
Yeah.
couple more animators that didn't finish college and still successful.
Yeah.
Like
I think-
James. Like
I think it just
Eagle Raptor.
depends on what you want to do. Like for me, I know I have to go to college because I want to work for like a network, like Cartoon
Yeah,
Network or something,
exactly.
and they're gonna look for a degree. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a requirement.
Whereas like I'm looking to join like a more independent studio, which I'm not gonna say it's like less businessy because I'm sure it's all the business, but like
Yeah.
I feel like it's less corporate kind of. If that makes any sense. I don't know if my wording makes sense
Yeah.
there, but like I think you guys know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I get it.
And then you also have those studios that specifically look for people from certain schools. Like
Yeah.
Pixar always picks up people from like Cal Arts. So,
yeah, totally.
You know, it's one of those things. So that it does benefit you, but it's clearly not a necessity.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it really is just up to you. But I think I would prefer, if I had the choice, I would prefer to go to school for it, just because I could say that I have the degree
Yeah.
and that I met all these people and managed to get through it all.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. Rushlight, he went to art school for like
He
2
did?
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he learned a lot through it.
and he's
So-
really good.
Yeah, and all he's doing right now is just animation, working at a pizza place. But
But another thing
Rush
that he said,
did,
though, is that he did know like a lot more than his teachers a lot of the times.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's true.
yeah, he did say that. Yeah. It also
That's why it's
depends
good
on where, like, what college you're gonna go to. Because, like, the one I'm gonna go to, tuition isn't that bad, and it's a pretty good college because it's like local. But like, if you're going to like an all-out art college, mine's just a normal college with an art like major.
Mhm.
But like, I think art colleges are more serious and will charge more.
Oh yeah.
So I think it just depends also on the school.
Totally.
Yeah, and scholarships.
Do you guys ever have the fear of just being the because I've noticed this on Instagram. There's a lot of talented artists and DeviantArt. There's a lot of talented artists, but they're all living off commission and
Yeah.
freelance.
Oh,
They're not really settled anywhere. Do you guys ever have that
That's
fear?
scary. Yeah,
That's
all the
scary.
time, like,
Yeah,
all
that
the
I
is
time.
very
fear that
scary.
like I'm being too much of a dreamer, being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work at Cartoon Network, and then end
Yeah.
up not like
Yeah.
that not happening, and then I
That's
have to
why
like,
it's
yeah,
that's why it's always good to like have a backup plan.
Mhm.
You should
Yeah.
always have a backup plan.
yeah. Like I know if I don't become like a storyboard artist for anything, I'm pretty like knowledgeable-ish in graphic design itself, and you can find tons of opportunities for graphics.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to be multi-talented.
Yeah.
Because that's what holds me back is I see all these these talented people that are way more talented than me, but it's like, oh, they're only working in freelance. They really don't have like a stable job. That's really surprising. They're super talented. Maybe if they can't, what chances do I have? Like that's what
Yeah.
holds me back.
Another thing though is like you can get someone like okay, this is gonna be kind of a strange example, but like say you have someone like that guy that I suggested for animation earlier, like this is a terrible example, but I'm just using it just to try to show something. Howard Worst, or however you pronounce it, I'm sorry. He has like amazing animation, but he only has like 18,000 subscribers, whereas like James, the odd one's out. He doesn't do a lot of like animation per se, but I still feel like their content is somewhat similar. However, Howard's more tutorials. They're still kind of in the same field, and James's like animation / art isn't as good as Howard's in my opinion, but like it's just the way that people I guess view them or find them that they get big and are able to live off of
Yeah.
it.
This all goes back to like just YouTube in general. It's
Yeah,
all
exactly.
about
Exposure and stuff.
consistency.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's
Yeah.
really good at it's good to make good videos and upload often.
Yeah.
But then that's like the struggle with people who put a lot more detail in their work and only
Yeah.
upload once every 3 months.
It's
Yeah,
not
'cause,
just
like-
the talent.
Yeah, because the algorithm will favor the people who post like more.
Yep.
And like people like having more videos on their feed to watch, but like the animators that like they make like actual like frame by frame stuff, it's gonna take them like could be from months to years,
Oh,
and
yeah.
people,
man.
it's harder for them to gain like recognition for it.
And that is why those shitty Spider-Man and Elsa videos are doing so well on YouTube.
Hey, I like those. Don't
yeah.
shit on those because
Oh,
I've
sorry.
watched them.
Oh my
They
god.
teach valuable lessons about getting Elsa pregnant and things like that.
God.
Don't forget the
Oh
candy,
my
man.
god.
Those candy reviews, like with the guy, like, oh,
Oh no, stop it. Please stop.
Don't even
not-
imitate him. No.
Oh god.
wait, don't copy me. All right, I'll stop.
Those are so weird. Aren't they like actual guys doing it too? Like
Oh yeah,
that's what I heard. They're like a pranking channel or
Grown-ass
whatever.
men.
Yeah. And they like purposely make it gross or something.
Yeah.
and it works out. Sadly, it's like things like that. It just kind of irks me. You know?
I know.
'Cause
It's like
people really put their blood, sweat, and tears in their stuff, and then it's stuff like that
100
blows
Degree
up. It's
Knife
just- I don't know.
versus Ice Cube. Those
Yeah.
videos that get
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
or kid opens up giant Kinder egg.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, hang on.
But
I'm gonna say this though. These videos where people destroy stuff are really satisfying. Like Red Hot Nickel
hydraulic
Ball.
press.
Yeah, Hydraulic
yeah,
Press and
yeah, yeah.
Red Hot Nickel Ball is one of my favorite channels to watch. Just like him like heating up a nickel ball until it's like
All right, things
almost
like
to
that.
its melting point, and then just setting it on something and watching it like slowly go through it till it like reaches the table is like really satisfying.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Like some videos that like spark your curiosity
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a really good like amount of videos like that on YouTube.
But then there are tons of videos that do otherwise. Do you guys remember Reply Girls?
I do. I vaguely do, but
No,
that was
it's
like,
I
those
remember
girls
the
that like had in their thumbnails. They would always like make a video like reacting to something, but like they would have like arrows pointed to their boobs in the thumbnails and stuff, or like they would like
Oh.
yeah.
that was back when
Oh yeah, it was like
the reply feature, like you could reply
Yeah.
with a video.
Yeah,
instead
you
of-
could,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
that
I
was
mean, that's what like,
Yeah.
William Johnson used to do that a lot. Like he would be like something. Didn't you do that like with equals 3? Like if people like
Yeah.
did a reply, he would like
Oh,
do it in the next
yeah.
video.
Oh,
I feel
DeFranco.
like Reply Girls were one of the main reasons that YouTube took it down. But I hear they're bringing it back though.
That's the
Yeah,
theory.
yeah.
That's the theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I have something to say kind of around this. But like with those really satisfying videos to watch people destroying stuff or like doing stuff like that, that market is extremely oversaturated. Like
Oh yes.
it's because
yeah.
like everyone
people-
sees
alright,
it, they
that's
get
the
like
thing,
millions
people-
of views and like, oh, this is easy. I could go out and blow up
Yeah.
some stupid thing or like crush
Yeah.
something. So yeah.
That's
I'm
the
gonna do
thing.
that now,
It's,
you guys.
it's like when things are like popping on YouTube, a lot of people be like, hey man, I need to jump on this bandwagon.
I'm reworking
And it'd
my
be like
channel.
5 billion people.
I'm gonna take 7 MacBook
Yeah.
Pros and throw them into a boiling pot of Coke. And we're gonna.
God.
That's actually a
Wasn't that like Tech Racks?
It was Tech
that
Racks.
actually
it's
like
Tech
threw
Racks.
something. That was so stupid. It didn't even do anything.
It's always Coke too. It's so strange. It's like, oh, iPhone 7 versus boiling pot of Coke. Gee, what happened? Oh, well, when you boil any liquid and put some.
Okay.
It's just a little bit stickier.
Not gonna lie though, his video with the weather balloon and something else was actually really cool.
Oh,
Like, it
that
went-
one was actually cool.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's 1 in a million on that channel.
Don't praise Tech Racks. Don't.
Is it weird that I also can't like stand his voice? I don't know why. It's just I don't like his voice.
I don't remember his voice. It's not something I can
Oh,
remember.
it's so like I can't explain
Forced.
it. I just don't
Very
like
forced. And
Yeah.
it's just fake.
I see.
He's faking his enthusiasm because he doesn't want to see the 100th iPhone to be dipped into a
Yeah,
pot
he's
of
like bored of
Coca-Cola.
this.
Yeah.
He's just doing it for the money. He's
It's
sick
like,
of
oh
his
guys,
job.
that was so cool. I can't believe that happened. Oh,
Oh,
my gosh,
wait,
guys.
no.
This is crazy,
He
guys.
does like use like a lot of scientific words that aren't scientific. Like
Yeah. To make it sound like he That's what he's doing though.
Yeah,
He's just like
that's what
just
it
burning
is.
an iPhone.
He's like, so as you can see here from the trajectory of the smoke, this iPhone caught on fire. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost been an hour.
Yeah.
1 minute to an hour. Is there anything you guys want to leave off of for this first wonderful episode of the Classroom Podcast?
Oh, okay. I actually did want to answer one more question, but it's like really quick. Just anyone asked if any of us play Overwatch, and I just wanted to say that I play
of us.
Overwatch. Let's see. So does Speechy, Rushlight, Taylor's Chronicles. Who else? Chili, Panda. Ginger Pale, and yeah, I think that's the Overwatch squad right there from the kindergarten. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah.
You do you have anything to say, Darren?
What
Just
were
keep
you
your bubble green and don't say anything. That's cool too.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the first
Yeah.
episode of the Kindergarten Podcast. Hope you enjoy it. Feel free to leave criticisms, what we can improve on, and look forward to the next episode. Hope it wasn't too cringy.
Yeah. I hope
definitely
we
was.
said some good points
Yeah.
and we weren't boring.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I guess I won't be seeing any of you.
We'll see
Unless
you
come to
later.
my door, you fucking
Well,
freaks.
metaphorically, see you later.
Yeah. Keep it all in my hearts.
Subscribe to Ivan Animated, please.
Subscribe to Laddie.
Don't do
That's
that.
the coolest. Yeah,
Don't
do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop
Do it.
recording now.